Now let us walk through the generated code for GetList. We come back to our code. We close all the earlier windows. So if you see here in web controller, we have the get customers for lookup is the get list. Here if you notice, there is some difference here. Since the parameter get customer by lookup uses that same context info, we cannot expose those parameters to the API, so that it implements a private parameter base. Let us see that definition. So it is the context info is set protected here. So we have two methods, get context info and set context info. This is applicable only for the get list query parameters that we are using. So let's go to the query. So here context info is accessed and the parameter is set here. And for the commands and internal application, it is good to keep it public. The other we can assign the context info directly, because command usually prefers everything is public property there. So that is the ideal way that works like that. So to avoid exposing the parameter to the API, so this particular parameter is made protected. So the context info is there, and then the get customer for lookup is called from the service. So we'll go to the process service, get customer for lookup. If you see, the parameters are assigned to the assigned parameter, and let us there's a query, that is we saw that how the get by ID was there. So here instead of that we have the flexi query enumerable bridge. So here customer is the domain and we have the output model. So same way we have the build and fetch pattern here. So the query is being built here. First the connection provider we are getting. So we are getting the context info from the parameters. And this is where you can set your additional parameter that you want to use it for your query. I can have a customer by name, so I can give here public string name. So then it appears as a parameter for your query for the API. So we will see that in action shortly. Same way we have the fetch and we have the project too. So do the mapping for the customer model to this output API model. So we'll do the mapping also. So we'll see that in detail. So all the parameters that have come from the controller is passed to this params object, and use those params to build the query here. We will build that soon now. So this is the flow for the query. So once the query is executed, the control flows back to the services and the controller gives the result back to the consumer of the API.